you how to add a file or a document to your Wix website. So, if you are on your main page of your website and you go to, you can pick any page, so students, if you want to follow along, and let's say go to About. This could be a place, so if you wanted to include a button on here that would link to your resume, you could also include that on your portfolio page if you wanted. You would need to make some space at the bottom, or if you have pictures that are off to the side, so not off to the side, but where they are not a set distributed amount, so like how this one, there's only 2 on the last row, so you have space here, you could put that button there. You could also add it, let's see, on your contact page. If you wanted to add a button on here, you could. For the sake of this, I'm going to show you how to add it to the About page. So if I want to add a button that says like View Resume or View Portfolio, or View an external link or something like that to something else, this is where we would include it, or could include it. So I'm going to drag this box down a little bit to add the button here. And again, you can add a button anywhere you want on your website. This is just an example. So we go to Add Button. You can pick the style that you want. Here you'll see all these options. I'm going to go with this one, and and you can see the pink snap line there, and that means that it's going to show you the center. That's the center of the text. That's the center of the whole box there. So I like to kind of center it up there. I'm going to change the text and just put View Resume, and that font is too big in my opinion, so I'm going to go to Design, Customize the design. I'm going to go to Text, and I'm going to highlight the text and arrow down to make it smaller. That is sufficient. You could change the actual font itself if you want. You can change the color of the box. So right now that button or box or whatever is kind of a really, really, really dark gray. If you wanted it to be, pure black or red or green or whatever, you could do that. You can also change the design of the button as well. So if you wanted it to have rounded corners or however. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is how to link that button to something. So if you wanted to upload a document, or if you wanted to link that button to another page, you can do that. So if you click on the button and go to link, from here you can select what you want that button to go to. So for instance, since this is the About Me page, if you wanted that button to then say Contact Me, you could have that button linked to the contact page. So people would be reading this. At the bottom it would say Contact Me. They could click on the button and it would direct them to the contact page. So where it says Page, you would select that contact on there, and then it would be linked to that. If you want that button to link to a different website, so if, let's say, you were referencing a website that you found some jewelry that you liked or something like that, you could include a button and link it to that website. If you want to upload a document, so this is one that I talked about in the beginning. So you click on Document, you're going to choose your file. If you already have it uploaded, great. If not, you're going to go to Upload Media. It needs to be a PDF file, so you want to make sure that the file is either already uploaded or that it's on here. It needs to be a PDF file. If you want to link to like a Google Doc or something like that, you can do that as well, since that's an external site again. But for an actual file, like document for them to open, it needs to be a PDF. It won't open a Word document. So let me just pick a PDF here. This is the beaded wrap bracelet that we do. This is the supply list, so I'm just going to select that one just to give you an idea of how to upload one. So you can see it says PDF, add the page, done. Clearly that's not my resume, but just to give you an idea of what that looks like when you open it, if you go to preview and click on view resume, you know, so you would have whatever your file is here, but this is how it opens it up. And then you can just X off of that. When I hover over this, it changed to that blue color, and I don't really like that, so I'm going to show you how to change that. So if you go back to the button and go back to the design, customize design, and then you want to select the hover right here, and it's blue. So if you want, when you hover over it, if you want it to be like a lighter gray or some color or whatever, then you can do that. I'm just going to pick a lighter gray. Okay, so now if I go to preview and when I hover over it, you can see it's that gray now instead of the blue. The same with the font up here. Like I personally would prefer that font to be like when you hover over it, for it to change to a lighter gray or just a different color. I just don't like that blue. No offense to my North students. So again, you would go to the design and click on the hover part and change the font color. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to include a link within your text. So instead of just adding a button, if you wanted to include a link directly on here, you could. So if you go to edit text, and let's say where it says tell your visitors the story of how you came up with the idea for your business, and then let's just say that, you know, business takes you to another website, or when you click on business it opens a document about, you know, the story of how you created the business or something, I don't know. But if you wanted to include a link, you would make sure that you have that link ready. So just for the sake of this, I'm just going to pull up our North website and copy it. So if I want this to link to our North website, I highlighted the word, so like this, maybe. There we go. I'm going to click link. I want it to go to a web address. Again, you can link it to another page. You can link it to a document, whatever you want. Just for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to link it to another web address. And I'm going to paste it right here. And I like it when it opens in a new window. So what that does is that's going to create a new window that is that website that you're putting in here, and the current one that you're on will still exist. Like, it's not going to open that in that same window. So hit done, and then when I hit preview, now when I hover over the word business, see the cursor changes now to the little hand. So if you click on business, see, it takes you to North's website. Pretty neat. Again, you could switch these around. So if you wanted this to open a document and this to open a website or a page on your website, you can do that. So those are different ways to include links within your website, whether it's a button or a hyperlink actually within the text of your website. So that's it for this tutorial. In the next one, I'm going to show you guys how to set up.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you stay connected with Urban Rhino on social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe to our channel.